Alright, well today I have a bit of a fun job. We're going to go from this fish finder by Garmin, my Striker 4-inch, to this. My new Garmin 94 SV UHD with coastal blue charts. So before any of the install, I think I need to take a moment and just talk about this Garmin 4-inch unit I've been running. I believe it's the Striker model. Basically, here's the whole story really quick. Started out with a Lowrance Hook 7. It was awesome. For some reason, after 3 years, it just went out on me. I called tech support, and the guys basically summed up and just said 3 years was the life expectancy they expect out of a fish finder like that, the Lowrance Hook series, in saltwater. So I was kind of put off by that. I felt like the fish finder should last a little while longer. So I didn't quite have $1,000 or whatnot just to go drop on a new unit. So I grabbed this Garmin out of my garage that I've been using, or I had been using on my kayak and smaller boat. And all of the fish in 2022 I caught were caught with it, and it was by far my most productive year. So, I mean, that kind of says something about the quality of this. I'm sure you can get the unit for probably $120 on eBay or Craigslist. Absolutely stellar performance in saltwater, marking schools of bait, marking fish arches. It did a fantastic job. So for the money, I don't think there is a better unit than this guy right here. The next time something else breaks or something that we need to back up on another boat, and I'll just plug it back in, and I'm sure 5 years from now it'll work just fine. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and make some room on my dash for this. So, got everything out of the way. Old Garmin power cord data cable, old VHF coax cable, power cable for the standard Horizon. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm thinking something like this, and then I'm gonna keep my VHF mounted right here so I can see my tack and trim. I think that's a good call. Alright, well, here's what I got for a power cable. So what we're going to do is cut off that 3-amp fuse holder, because we're going to plug it into our Blue Seas ATC fuse holder. Alright guys, just did my mandatory hardware store run. Seems like every time I have a boat project there's something on that list. The Garmin has 18 AWG. So we're going to go ahead and do a little step up butt connector to some 16 AWG. Okay guys and gals, our Garmin install, of course, takes us to the back of the boat. I am going to see if I can get this GT54 to fit onto this pad and also be somewhat accurate of an install. So this is probably going to be a 90% correct install here. Let's take a look. Okay guys, I'm sorry, it's really dark back here. But, so with the stern saver pad the way I have it installed, this is where the transducer plate would need to be installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill another hole in this plastic transducer mount. I know you can't see it very well, but I'm going to drill that hole right now. I'm trying to get some different lighting on it. Let's get this first hole going on the transom saver, and then we're going to go from there. Quick update. I had to double check the manual to make sure this loop right here was how this was supposed to look. It is. Got my first easy screw in. Stainless steel, obviously, marine grade, aces the place. All right, so this one's gonna get a little weird. Sorry, Garmin, but I'm gonna drill a hole right through the mount and put a bolt right through that plastic mount. I think it's okay. I don't see a problem. Let's try it. Okay, guys, this is how that ended up. I'm happy with it. It's kind of funny. It's sticking up above the stern saver a little bit, but it's gonna work. Because it's protected by the boat. Nothing's gonna get in there. This does ½ inch bite on that stern saver pad on each side. I'm feeling good about that. It's about, on this leading edge, it's about just a little over 1/8 of an inch, probably ½ of an inch. I really wanted 1/8 of an inch, but that's the best I could do. We'll see if it gives a rooster tail. If it does, the good news is the holes are only a stern saver, so no loss. All right, let's get this wire ran. All right, well, it's been a long night, but I finally got everything hooked up. I'm really happy with everything turned out. I still need to wire in the VHF, but that's its final spot. Got all the cabling up in the back for the VHF. Just need to get everything connected. Yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm extremely impressed with the fishing charts. I mean, this detail on this is pretty amazing. Yeah, just find a line, pick a line, and go. Oops, stop measuring. Anyways, fun stuff. Got all done. I cannot wait to get it on the water. All sorts of things to do. I gotta update the firmware and get all my preferences set up. I have the transducer all wired in. Like I said, it's just not plugged in, so I can mess with the chart plotter without burning up that transducer hanging off the back. So hopefully I can consolidate this 6 hours of work into a fun short video. All right, cheers all.